Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today is another one of those throwback kind of, throwback in the sense that these were released technically last decade. I believe they were in 2018 or 2019. It's been a hot minute. But yeah, people have been asking me about these on TikTok because some of them found my old videos on them where I spotlighted some of them individually. And so I figured, you know what? It's a question people have. Steven Universe is getting popular again. I might as well cover them. That is the Steven Universe Funko plushies, which were kind of shared exclusives between GameStop and Hot Topic. There were mini plushies, which were exclusive to Hot Topic because the regular retail set never got produced, which is honestly kind of funny to think about. And then there's the main retail set of the super cute plushies, which these are. And then there's the exclusives for the super cute plushies line, which I am only missing 2 of the super cute plushies in total. And we're going to cover them. So yeah, in fact, you know what? Let's just get into it. This is a very informal video. I'm just gonna, talk about them. But this is Amethyst. I got her at GameStop, and I still remember the conversation. I think it was 2019 when these came out, because the conversation I had with the GameStop employee when I was checking out and buying these was about, like, the white diamond reveal, which I think, if I remember correctly, was in early 2019. Way before Diamond Days. No, it was 2018, because 2019 is when Future started, and, like, the movie came out. Okay, so these were 2018. I remember White Diamond had just been revealed when I got these. It was in Legs from Here to Homeworld. That was, like, the episode that released right when these did, and, she's cute. A lot of sublimation printing on these, but they're Funko plushies. Funko basically exclusively uses sublimation printing, especially now. Like, I'm pretty sure, aside from the Five Nights at Freddy's plushies, Funko doesn't even embroider faces on a lot of their stuff anymore. They just sublimation printing everything. And sometimes it just looks incredibly sad. But these are fine. These are actually cute. These are actually decent, especially, like, they were $12 at the time at GameStop when they came out. She's got her gems, she's got her leggings, like, you can tell who she is. What's funny about her, she doesn't have an eye under her hair, and that's consistent with the... Ooh, Amethyst, please don't fall over. They have little, like, plastic things that are supposed to help them stand in the bottom, but it usually doesn't work. Oh, now it does. But with the Amethyst key clip plushie, she also doesn't have an eye, and she also has a 5 head, which is kind of funny. But, yeah. And this is, of course, her Season 3 design. Well, Season 3 to the end of the show, basically. And not counting Future, because all of the Steven Universe Future designs never got official merchandise. Because by then, Cartoon Network was done with the show. Haha. I mean, they still capitalize it at the hotel, from what I hear, but yeah. Next, we'll cover Garnet, because she'll I can't fucking speak. Sorry, YouTube, I swore. Anyway, next we'll cover Garnet, because she's closest. Square Mom. This is arguably one of the better Garnet plushies to exist in terms of face. Like, she's actually cute. Her facial expression isn't weird or anything. But head shape is a little... that's not how faces work. The mini plushie does the face a little better. But the mini plushie also doesn't have her visor sewn down, so she just kind of doesn't have eyes under there, and it's a little creepy. She also doesn't have her gems on the mini plushie. There's no printing that shows them, which is kind of sad. That's kind of a crucial detail, but the big one does. The big super cute plushie does have it. Both of her gemstones. She also has physical shoulder pads, which is nice. Like, they are stuffed, too, which is unusual for a Funko plushie, because I think the sister location plushies for Five Nights at Freddy's came out around the same time. a year prior, actually, and, like, some of them had sleeves and stuff that were just kind of cheap pieces of material, just kind of sewn in. Next is Steven. Now, there were actually two versions of Steven that were made, one with a more neutral smile, and this one, which is more excited and more like the Steven we know and love, which is why I got this one and not the other one. In hindsight, I should have gotten them both, but I didn't know that they would apparently become a lost piece of merchandise in terms of, like, people not knowing that they exist, which is why this video is being made, for archival purposes, because apparently, the more questions I get about them on TikTok, the more apparent to me it's become, most people don't remember these, or either don't know they existed at all. So, yeah, just for archival purposes, you know, I kinda have to share at this point. And, you know, Steven's just pretty standard sublimation printing on most of his body, except for his eyes and eyebrows and sideburns, and of course his ears. His smile is like, yeah, it's got an embroidered border around it, but the mouth inside detail is sublimation printing on a... Actually, this is the exact kind of material that Mattel printed some clothes for Barbie and Monster High on. It's like that kind of cotton weave. There is a Steven mini plush. He looks like this. He's kind of scary. But I still love him. You know, he's adorable. And he's just very simple. He's a simple little dude. When these came out, I was like, why is he so pale? Because Steven has, like, a pinker skin tone in the show. So it was so weird to look at him in the store for the first time and be like, why are you white? Like, to quote that one meme, like, he was just, I don't know, like, he has a more, like, tanned pink skin tone in the show, so it was a little jarring when those first came out. Now, next is Pearl, and this is the best Pearl plushie to ever exist. All of the other ones are absolutely terrifying. I don't have her mini key clip plush. I still want it, so I can have the complete set. She's the only one I'm missing. But, yeah, this is the cutest Pearl plushie to ever exist. She's got her little dainty pose, too. She's the only one to have that for her arms, which is so cute, honestly. She's got her, like, weird hair tuft. She's got her nose. She's got an actual gem instead of printing. Well, I mean, like, it's not a gem, but, like, it's fabric with embroidery around it. Her hair is decent. You know, it's sewn down, keep it in place. Her embroidered features are nice. And the sublimation printing on her isn't as bad because she has, like, the actual skirt piece and the ribbon. She's probably one of the better ones from this set, along with Lapis. Like, Pearl and Lapis, I would say, are probably the best two, and Lion, from this entire set. Now, after Pearl, that's all of the non-retail exclusive ones. Next is Lion. He was a GameStop exclusive back in the day. He's super soft and fuzzy, and he does have a mini key clip plushie, which is cute. But the mane is a little sad. The face is adorable, though. Looking at them, I mean, this one is definitely the better one. If you want to look for any of these on the, like, secondhand market, I would probably go for this one. Unless you want a Lion backpack clip, which I remember him being so common. I had like 5 of him at one point trying to get Pearl, which is why I hate blind boxes. I never found Pearl. I would always find Lion. So many lions. So many lions. It was just a little annoying. Like, every time I would go to Hot Topic, I would pick up a couple bags in hopes of getting Pearl. Never saw her. I know she exists because I know other people that have her, but I never got her. But, yeah, that's Lion. And he doesn't have the plastic thing in his feet. He actually just has a beanbag butt, which is cute, you know. Next from the GameStop set is Rose. Now, she was supposed to have a mini key clip plushie, but that is now apparently lost media because the regular retail set for the mini key clips never got produced. She was supposed to take the place of the Hot Topic exclusives in the main retail set for the key clips. But she never got made, despite her prototype being on the packaging that the blind bags came in. like on the physical box that they would put the blind bags in the store, Rose, Lapis, and Peridot were all supposed to get key clip plushies, and they never did. Which, I mean, that happens sometimes, but I guess the other stores just didn't want the main retail set for the key clips, so Hot Topic got them. Which is always so funny to think about. I wonder where those Lapis, Peridot, and Rose mini key clips are. Rose is probably my least favorite. I only have her for completionist reasons, but she is by far the simplest and maybe even the worst executed from the line because, like, she just is kind of gross, and I don't know how to explain it. Actually, I do know how to explain it. She has, like, a little cheap strip of fabric here that's different texture from the rest of her body, and it just breaks the softness. This being satin is okay, but the bodice should have probably also been satin at that point. And then this fabric underneath is just absolutely disgusting, and it feels gross, and it's not sensory friendly. She does have bean bags in her, but she can't stand really all that well. She weebles, she wobbles, and she still falls down. That's Rose. Now for the Hot Topic ones. Now, I am missing the giant life-sized pumpkin plushie that retailed for like $60 when these were out in 2018. I actually saw it, but at the time, you know, I was a teenager. I wasn't going to spend $60 on a giant stuffed pumpkin. That's something that I would do now as an adult, but as a teenager, no. It's out of the question. I didn't have space for it. Now here's Lapis. She was released exclusively to Hot Topic. She's one of the better ones from this set. In fact, top 2 along with Pearl. Now, she is a little bit more known by the internet because her bangs cover this massive 5 head that she has. It's so funny. Like, that actually has been a meme in the Steven Universe community, so you're more likely to recognize Lapis out of any of the other plushies that were released. Some people thought she was aquamarine when she first came out because of the hair shape, but no, she is Lapis. She's very colorful, very bright. Sublimation printing for the top of her halter top, and then her bathing suit underneath, and the little line to show her legs. But this is a separate piece of fabric with the printing on it. It's also kind of sheer. Like, it's a stretchy sheer material. You can kind of see the line for her legs through it in person. On camera, not so much because my ring light, you know, it's showing the metallic effect. And then she's got the sheer ribbon, which is actual ribbon. The velvet wings, which are not hemmed, so those will come apart with time as the adhesive loses its hold. And an actual embroidered little gemstone, which is cute. Like, I like Lapis. It's sad that she never got a mini key clip plushie, because it would have been adorable. And it would have been nice to have the full set. Next is Peridot, and this is the one that gets a lot of questions on TikTok, because Peridot is, of course, a fan favorite character. How could she not be? I mean, I have her. I love Peridot. Absolutely adore her. One of the best characters from that show. One of the best things to come from that show. I love her little visor. It's the velvet material with her gem being an actual sewn thing instead of printed, which is nice. And then the rest of her outfit is sublimation printing, except for her little feet, which is cute. You know, that's nice. Her little feet are actually that color of material. Her hair's pretty simple. It's just a triangle shaped like her gem. Kind of sits a little bit more outward, but in practice, it's a little more flat. I don't know. It's almost like a burger. It's like holding a burger. Could bite her. Sorry, Peridot. Sorry, Perry. But yeah, those are the main super cute plushies. Hot Topic did... Oh, Peridot and Rose just fell off of my side table. I'm going to have to get them when I'm done recording. But there are 3 more key clip plushies to go over, because as I said, Funko gave Hot Topic 3 exclusive key clip plushies with the assumption that Rose, Lapis, and Peridot would be produced for a main retail set. Which never happened, of course. Those 3 are lost to the sands of time forever. We don't know what happened to them. But the 3 that Hot Topic got are very interesting, because none of them have full-sized plushies. Like, you would think Rose, or not Rose, but like Pumpkin, Lapis, and Peridot, because those were like the big ones for the main size, would get key clips, but no. Instead, we got Stevani, who it's nice to see them, canon non-binary plushie. Love them so much. Very simple, though. The hair is kind of funny. No Connie plushie, so this was just, like, out of the blue, very unexpected. They do have their gem. This is their Alone Together outfit, which is the one that most Stevani merchandise had. So it's just nice to have them, because Stevani didn't really get included much in the toy department. I mean, there weren't a lot of Steven Universe toys to begin with, but I think Stevani only ever got this, and I believe a Mystery Mini and a Funko Pop. And I have the Funko Pop. I don't have the Mystery Mini. I don't have any of the Steven Universe Mystery Minis, actually. Now, the last two, I'm happy that they got made because, you know, it wouldn't be Steven Universe if we didn't have these in any shape or form, although they are a little silly looking. Ruby and Sapphire. Very simple. Ruby is a very funny little face, like she's adorable. She has this felt headband, which is a separate piece, but like everything else on her is printed. No gemstone on her hands, which is sad. And Sapphire doesn't have her gemstone either. But what Sapphire does have is an eye that is meme-worthy, and she did become a little bit of a meme. Not to the degree that the Blue Diamond UCC distribution plushie or the Lapis plushie that I just showed earlier were, but, you know, people did know of this little key clip a little bit more than everyone else in the set, which is kind of funny. Anyway, that is all of the Steven Universe plushies that I have to show for you. I do wish that I had some of the other ones that I don't. It's just, you know, it's interesting because the show's been over for, it ended in 2020, so, you know, it's been over for most of this decade. We're 3 years, actually no, we're 4 years into this decade, technically. 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Well, 3.5 years into this new decade, and, yeah. Steven Universe has been gone for a while, so, you know, it would have been nice to have some of the other merchandise back. But, you know, it's nice to still have what I have from back in the day. Even if it wasn't that long ago, it just feels like forever. Anyway, that is all the time I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know your thoughts on them in the comments. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.